Austin! It's Austin! It's Austin! It's Stone Cold Steve Austin! Save us, Austin! Save us! Save us from that degenerate Ethan Ralph talking about eating our butthole, debasing our industry, half falling asleep on the Smart Guys show. Save us, Austin! Save us! Sexless like Phil. He's an ass man. And here he comes down to the SummerSlam arena. Ethan Ralph. This dude who lays in bed watching InfoWars all day and then tries to make a career of it. And he wants to tear my career down. Well, we're gonna see what you'll get when Austin 316 goes into the arena. Oh yeah! Austin! 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 And he's pulling out his butthole already! Ethan Ralph is putting out his butthole for the audience to see, telling the whole world, take a shot at it. I'm here and I like it. But Austin ain't gonna deal with that. Austin's like the drunk stepfather that hears that somebody's messing with his boy, and he goes next door and sorts them out. Like, you know, molest me, Ethan, molest me, abuse me, you know. Austin hits it! Austin hits it! Austin with the stunner! Austin with the stunner! 1, 2, 3! Yeah, Austin! Austin beats Ethan Ralph! I can't believe it, fans. I can't believe it. For all that crap that he put Phil through on the Smart Guys, he takes the Stone Cold Stunner. Austin with the stunner. Austin with the stunner. Oh, yeah.
That Ethan Ralph went to Portugal to own Andy Worski, but he ended up getting beat up by some pimps because he tried to pick up a 13-year-old.
Oh my God! No, that's unless it's a court filing or unless it's on police record, I'm not going to speak about it. As far as this Ethan Ralph guy, we already had Austin sort him out, and we're gonna move on. That's all I have to say. You know, if he wants to talk about me and do his whole InfoWars crap, then you know I have nothing to do with it. I have no interest, and he can go screw himself. And that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm hot, and you know what? I'm gonna show this Ethan Ralph dude if he wants to, you know, book an arena and he wants to do his thing. All right, who do we got next? Okay, here we go. We got the Ralph Retort on the line. He's hot, and I'm figuring you want to speak with the man himself. You are on the air. What do you got to say?
Do you think I'm hot?
No, I don't. You know, in fact, is this the man himself? Just clarify that for us right now.
This is the man himself, yes.
All right, well, I'm going to come forward, and you're going to give me some credit.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Well, here, no, you know, get off with your character. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
He has nothing to say. Okay, do you want to have a conversation, or do you want to just yell and scream and act like a freaking degenerate like you did on Smart Guys?
Let's talk right now.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I very graciously gave you a shout out when you were announced as the host. I said, you know, here comes a young dude who seems to know wrestling, who seems to know what he's talking about, and I was really looking forward to that. But you went on the air, sir, and you brought your debauchery, you brought your sex life into a conversation that was supposed to be about wrestling. How do you justify that?
Well, I like being entertaining, and the female wrestlers are actually there to be sexualized in the first place.
Well, I don't agree with it. You know, I think, you know, they've moved so beyond past the women's revolution. They're out there doing their OnlyFans. They're out there doing their Instagram ass shaking. I don't agree with it.
Why do you think they put that tape underneath all their asses so their ass will stick out? They did that on purpose.
Okay, I'm going to give you about another minute. Do you have something you actually want to say, or are you just going to talk sexuality? Because if you're wanting to talk sexuality, you're on the wrong program.
You should just be called a faggot nigger who should kill him.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, fans. He's disgusting, and that's the last conversation we're going to have. He can go screw himself. He's got nothing to say, and that just proves it. He openly reached out, wanted to have a conversation. I don't even know who the hell he is, and that was the level of intelligence he brought to my program. So I'm sorry, you know, you're effing blocked. Just like anybody else that comes on here with their degeneracy, you know, good luck. If you want to bring that crap onto your show, you know, that's why you are where you are right now, begging for fans to come into your show and give you contributions because you have nothing to say. So good effing bye, and I hope you watch the replay where we had Austin 316 whooping your ass. This is exactly what I'll be dropping, just like Hogan, brother. Oh! Here you go. 1, 2, 3. The PWR has just dropped the leg drop on Ethan Ralph.
I actually used to stream much later too. Like, if I remember correctly, my streams used to not start till like noonish at one point. Am I not proud to be Polish? Let me put it this way. I don't think I'm proud to be any nationality. I mean, I am a quarter Italian, and my second most concentrated nationality is Polish. So I'm mostly Italian. I'm secondly Polish, and then I'm just a bunch of other stuff crammed together. But do I feel massive pride at being those things? No. Not really. I'm basically white. You know, I'm a mix. So there's not much really to say, you know, in that regard. I never had Sasquatch.
Afterbirth